going to end the United States of America. It's going to end the Constitution. The Constitution will be gone when he nominates a communist to be the fifth leftist to make all the decisions on the Supreme Court. It'll be 5-4. It's always been.
Well, it might even be more than that. They make it they're 5-4.
It's always
what
been,
happens when they start to get 6-3?
Well, sometimes they do come down to 6-3.
No, I'm just saying. What if he's right? What if you got 6 hardcore communists on the board?
Well, he's only going to put one in now, and it's been 5-4. The Constitution is what makes America the free, awesome nation that it is. Without the Constitution, we're just a big banana republic for the most part, right? And it's been dangling by a thread, by a 5-4 thread, right? The 5 justices clinging to the Constitution that's being held off of a cliff by the other 4 that are holding on to it, dangling off the cliff. Now, the one died that's on the cliff holding it, and they're going to replace it with somebody dangling from the cliff. It'll be 5-4. We lose everything.
Because they got Roberts already. Roberts went down with Obamacare.
That's Obamacare. But
I mean, no, I'm just saying you would think that these guys that were supposed to be put in there that you thought might be conservative, all of a sudden slip on some awesome sauce and start making law.
Yeah, but
he start make it.
He was appointed by a conservative, and most of the time he's going to be on the 5 that vote to hold the Constitution. He
could have stopped it. He could have stopped it.
But you're getting into the weeds. My point is that Roberts is the best we can hope for.
Right.
That's the best.
You're right.
We need 9 Roberts, and maybe we'll be okay.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
Or if we had 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Clarence Thomases or Scalia's, we'd be perfectly fine. We'd be perfectly fine. America would be what it's supposed to be. Now, for the past, I don't even know, as long as I've been involved in politics, it's been the entire Constitution's been held on to by a 5-4 vote. Now it's 4-4. It's going to be replaced by a communist who is going to end the Constitution by a 5-4 vote from here going forward. Every single thing that goes in front.
You think they could vote on the Constitution?
They will. This is what
the Constitution is outdated.
No, they're going to say, okay, let's look at the Second Amendment. Listen carefully, everybody listening. Listen carefully. They're going to say that we rule on the bench here that the Second Amendment only applies to people in a militia. And if you're not in a militia, you don't get to have a gun. It's already been written.
That's insanity.
The opposition to the ruling on the Second Amendment said that I believe what was her name? Kennedy?
It might have been Kennedy.
Whoever it was said that the Second Amendment only applies to those that are in a militia. That was her ruling.
Right.
She lost by 5-4. With Obama's appointee, that will win 5-4. It's as simple as that. We lose the Second Amendment. So, that being said, make a long story short, and you're supposed to scream, too late. Too late. To make a long story short, all of y'all, quote, air quote, conservatives that stayed at home in 2012, allowing Obama to get the next 4 years, is probably responsible for us losing the Second Amendment at minimum. We're probably going to lose everything else.
2014, Justice Stevens, Second Amendment meant only for militias.
And what year?
2014.
Exactly.
2 years ago.
2014. That was the opinion of 4 justices and was only overruled by the 5 who said, what? No.
No sense.
No. It clearly says the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. And that was it. We won it 5-4. Now that Obama is going to...
That is so close.
In 2014, now that Obama will put in a communist judge, which no way he's going to pass up the opportunity to let his legacy live on far beyond his presidency by putting in a total Marxist on the bench, somebody that believes in a living, breathing Constitution, which, by the way, that doesn't mean what I thought it meant. When I heard living, breathing Constitution, I meant, oh, right, that means that if you don't like one of the amendments, let's say, you go through the process of putting a bill through that nullifies that amendment. And there is a process to do that. No. That's not what it means. Living, breathing means you redefine the words to change the law. Or you purposely misrepresent what the words say, like, who was it? Stevens said, who believes that the words don't really mean nothing because I'm just going to interpret it how I want. It clearly does not. It's not limited to those who are currently in a militia. Right. The words, you have to miscomprehend it on purpose. And their opinion is that as long as we are in power to misrepresent it and miscomprehend it, that's what stands. That's the law. It's like back in the medieval days where the Lord comes out onto the battlefield and makes a proclamation. That becomes law.
Right.
That's what the judges on the left believe. They believe as long, it doesn't matter whether it's misconstrued or miscomprehended or not. As long as we say what it's supposed to mean, and as long as we say what we want it to mean, that's the law now. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to take away the Second Amendment doing that.
Right. And this is from the Blaze again. They quote the Second Amendment, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. And then the Blaze goes on to say, so since the amendment itself mentions the maintenance of a well-regulated militias as the purpose of the right to keep and bear arms, the argument goes, gun control is perfectly permissible so long as it only targets private citizens and not state militias. In fact, the Daily Beast published an article making this exact argument, saying the argument for quote, militia-only gun ownership. So the Daily Beast did a whole article saying militia-only gun ownership.
Well, first of all, you have to miscomprehend what the actual text of the Second Amendment says, which you just heard Brian read, in order to come to that conclusion. It doesn't say that the militia has the right to keep and bear arms. It says the people, and the militia being necessary for a free state, which, by the way, a militia is just the easiest way to explain a militia is this. It's an army made out of civilians. That's what it is.
Right.
And it says right in the Second Amendment that this civilian army, better known as a militia, is necessary for a free state. In other words, to prevent tyranny from anywhere, really, we need to be able to have civilians be able to form militias, and they need to be armed. Therefore, all the people should have the right to keep and bear arms.
So Justice Breyer wrote, the majority's conclusion, this was about 2014 when they concluded that, a militia only, that doesn't make any sense. He wrote, the majority's conclusion is wrong for two independent reasons. The first reason that is set forth by Justice Stevens, namely that the Second Amendment protects militia-related, not self-defense-related interests.
That's fine. You know what? I don't disagree with that statement, but I disagree with that being a reason why you can't keep and bear arms. I understand. Okay, so we need weapons for militia-related things. Okay, I mean, I'm not going to disagree with that, but that gives you no right to take away anybody's arms.
But the defense alone, detached from any militia-related objective, is not the Second Amendment's concern.
But that doesn't mean that you should not be allowed to defend yourself.
Correct. It's twisted logic.
They're putting in something that's not there. Right. They're saying that because it specifically says that this is for a militia to ensure a free state, because it says that automatically means that you're not allowed to use it to defend yourself.
Right.
But it doesn't say that.
No.
So you can't just add that.
Well, they can.
Oh, if you're a liberal judge appointed to be a kangaroo court, you can make up whatever you want.
Well,
that's the scary thing about
it's
American government. The scary thing about American government, and we've seen this with Obama, when he writes an executive order, many of them are completely illegal. But in American politics, and I think politics worldwide, in human behavior, you really can do whatever you can get away with, for the most part. And in the case of Obama, the only people that have the power to stop him have openly stated that they will not exercise their right to stop him. Therefore, he can do whatever illegal crap he wants to do at any time, and he knows it.
Right. The only way for the checks and balances of the powers that be, they're supposed to keep each other in check. At least the Founding Fathers believed
you have to do that.
That the House wouldn't sell out the Senate to sell out the president. They believed that all three branches wouldn't collude against the people. And if they did, the people, being a well-regulated militia, the people could stop that.
Well, they certainly would defend their freedoms. A secure free state.
Right.
There you go right there. I mean, you can make the argument that a militia formed in order to secure their free state is self-defense against a tyranny. So that argument that it wasn't for self-defense. Well, what if the militia you formed in order to secure a free state was done so because you decided to come in with the federal army and oppress everybody, or do illegal activities, or to do anything that would constitute a not free state?
Okay, so who's to say that we don't have a militia here? Right here at Smith Radio.
Okay.
The definition of militia: a military force that is raised from the civil population to supplement a regular army in an emergency. So, okay. Can I be a general?
Yeah, you'll be the general, and I'll be the...
No. I want to be a full-word colonel because I want the eagle.
Oh, you like that?
Dude, you know, a 4-star general should have like a special, not just 4 stars. He should have like the eagle too or something. Because a full bird colonel, his emblem, man, that's got to be the coolest one.
Yeah. I don't like the little leaf. That's the lieutenant general.
Oh, yeah.
I got a leaf. Leaf. How about the butter bar? Second lieutenant.
Second lieutenant. Yeah. So
isn't that weird? This is a strange thing about military insignia
with metals, precious metals.
Right. So if it's gold compared to silver in the military, it's not intuitive because everybody knows that gold is worth more than silver. However, in the military, if you have 2 different ranked people standing in front of you, and one of them has a gold leaf and the other one has a silver leaf, the silver leaf is ranked higher than the gold leaf.
Amazing.
Yeah, same thing with the bars. So you have one gold bar, and then he's standing next to somebody who has one silver bar. Well, the silver bar is a first lieutenant, which is ranked higher than the gold bar, which is a second lieutenant. Just a little FYI for you. A little trivia.
I guess it's probably breaking news on Smith Radio with the whole Mitt Romney thing, because Mitt Romney this week has been coming out, and unless you live on a rock, you don't know, but Mitt Romney has been coming out and he's been tapped by the GOP to be hitman number 1